send men to satisfy their own special preferences. I went into the Yellow River and caught a beautiful lady. When a man sees a woman, he still has charm. Forcibly married the lady that night. Who knows when I wake up the next day? The lady came alive. He also turned into a monster with a long life. The man knelt down and kowtowed, begging the woman for forgiveness. Who knew that the woman was not only not angry, and said she wanted to marry him. Since then, the man has had a beautiful wife. Finally, through the continuous efforts of men, my mom finally got pregnant with me, and on the night, my mom gave birth to me. My house is surrounded by countless dark shadows. Those dark shadows looked at my house with vicious eyes, and yelled at my house in a hoarse voice. Dragon birth is a great nourishment. Eat this child and we will soar. Go ahead, grab the child and eat it. I had just given birth to my dying mother. Instantly sat up straight from the bed. Then he pointed to the door and let out a roar. If anyone dares to touch my son, I destroy his whole clan. Something outside the door heard my mom yell. Since it all disappeared in an instant. I was born covered in scales. The midwife in the village said I have dragon scales. And I was a freak. Ominous man, it will bring disaster to the village. Let my mother throw me into the Yellow River to feed the Dragon King. My mom naturally disagrees, and I didn't die that night. Pick up. The birth mother fell into the Yellow River and drowned on the way home. My dad died when I was 5. I was raised by my mother alone. Because I have scale fields on me. The children in the small village didn't want to play with me. They say I'm a monster. You run away when you see me. I know, I always ask my mom afterwards, why do I have scales on my body? Am I really a freak? My mother didn't dislike me. Instead, every day it is mixed with cinnabar with incense ash. Wipe my body. He also said that I was the son of a dragon, destined to be extraordinary, until I was 10 years old. All my scales have disappeared. Since then, my mom started teaching me some foolish spells. Feng Shui is worthy of Kimon's astrological abilities. It will also give me some special herbs. Suck my eyes. Saying this can open my eyes. My mom said I am a rare spiritual genius in 100 years. My talent is better than Feng Shui. Anyone in the mysterious gate is tall. In the future, I will definitely be able to become enlightened. But the day I turned 18. On a fine sunny day, I suddenly remembered a giant thunder. After the thunder disappeared, my mom suddenly fell ill. The moment comes to the end. My mom is lying in bed. Take my hand and look at me and say ding-ling. Mom is leaving. Mom will tell you a few things now. You must not forget. The first thing is not to mourn after I die. Don't find someone to give me Taiwan. Prepare a willow coffin for me. Then someone will naturally come to give me Taiwan. Second thing, you don't bury me after I die. I came from the Yellow River. You can put my coffin in the Yellow River. And a third thing. Mom left you something in Yanjing. Wait until February 3 years later when Erlong raises his head. You must go and get back what belongs to you. The fourth thing is because you are the son of a dragon. So there are many things in the world that want to eat you. No one will protect you after I die. But I've got someone else to protect you, remember. Before that person came. You mustn't leave here. Do you remember what Mum said? I cried and answered my mother. I remember. Then my mom asked me to put my left hand in front of his mouth. He took a hard bite into my palm. After doing this, my mom seems to be finished. What wish has become? Happy smile. Finally, my mother held my hand tightly, ding-ling. You have to remember your mother's name. Mom's name is Zhong Yuji. You have mother's blood on you. And then she closed her eyes and she couldn't breathe. I sat on the ground and I cried. My mom is gone. From now on, I have no lover in this world. After, I prepared his funeral according to my mother's will. I put him in a willow pass. And that night, a white ghost came to my house. I didn't know until this time. It wasn't a human who carried my mother's coffin. It was the white ghost. The white ghost carried my mother's coffin to the Yellow River. When we reached the Yellow River, I just found out, kneeling there full of hemp and filial and uncle. They're here to see my mom off. Uncle, he saw me and hurriedly saluted me. Very respectful attitude. The white ghost carried my mother's coffin, jumped into the Yellow River together. The moment the coffin entered the Yellow River, I saw 9 giant pythons rushing out of the Yellow River. 9 pythons float on the water. Bow to me like a human being and wash your hands. then carry my mother's coffin. Disappeared in the blink of an eye. The night after my mother died, a man with yellow hair broke into my house. He said to lend me one. Use an arm and a thigh. Give it back to me in 3 years. And I was furious, fighting directly with this man. After this man was beaten to death by me, turned into a weasel. After a while, someone broke in again. Said he wanted to borrow my head. All night long. Something keeps breaking in. No one is a real person. My mom asked me to wait at home. I don't know who I'm waiting for. And the next day, when the sun goes down, someone outside called me by my name. In this village, no one calls me by my name except my mother. I looked out through the crack in the door. It's a person wearing courier clothes. I didn't open the door right away, but asked him what's the matter. The man called me Ink and didn't open the door for a long time, immediately impatient. Jeannie, right? We are a logistics company. Someone sent you a large item? I left something at your door. The man turned around and left. I didn't open the door until he was gone. I took a closer look at what was lying on the ground. It's a big wooden box with a seal on it. I pried open the wooden box outside. I was dumbfounded to see what was in the box. Because of what's inside, it was a gloomy wooden coffin. And this time, there was a beautiful girl in the casket. I underestimated and reached out to test the girl's breath. And I was shocked. He's not breathing. Is this dead? I was thinking of trying his heartbeat again with my hands. Who knows, the next second, the girl's eyes suddenly opened. A pair of beautiful eyes looked at me like this. I was just about to start explaining to him. The girl suddenly reached out her hand, pulled me into the coffin. Snap! The lid of the coffin that fell to the ground was also closed, pitch black in the coffin. When I opened my eyes again, I'm already lying in bed at home. I looked at the time. It was already the evening of the next day. And the girl is gone. I quickly dressed and ran out of the room. But I saw someone sitting in the living room. Strange old man. I looked around. The girl was indeed gone last night. Along with the gloomy coffin, it disappeared. All traces of him are gone. I touched my head. I feel like what happened yesterday was ridiculous. And the old stranger said to me with a smile, Dingling, you slept like a dead pig. People have already left. That's when I looked in front of me. This strange old man. The old man is wearing a long white robe. Around 70 years old. Who are you? Why are you sitting in my house? I looked at the old man and asked. The old man coughed twice to introduce himself. My name is Sujin. Your mother said you were in danger. Let me get you out of here. I quickly ran it through my mind. Determined the authenticity of what Sujin said. He probably didn't lie to me. If he really wanted to hurt me, he would have done it already. Won't wait for me to wake up. Then I nodded and asked, Are you familiar with my mother? Then you tell me. What is my mother's true identity? Sujin touched her forehead. Embarrassed look on face. Your mother sent me a message. About her true identity. I can't tell you yet. He said it wouldn't do you any good. When will you arrive at the ground floor? Only majors are qualified to know. I avoided pursing my lips, didn't continue to ask this question. Because my mother said the same thing to me. Are you going to take me out of here? Where are you taking me? Silence for a while. I looked at him and asked. Sujin did laugh. You don't ask me who I am. What's it for? Don't you worry that I'm the bad guy? I shook my head since you knew my mother well. And my mother entrusted me to you. What do I have to doubt? Sujin seems to be very satisfied with my answer. Laughing and saying Jingling, please clean up. I'll take you out of here. When Sujin and I left the village. It's getting dark. The village was not long ago. A figure blocked our way to the door. He stood upright across from us. But there is an extremely strong aura on his body. Sujin looked at the back of the man with a complete face. Asked the person in front. What do you mean? The man's cold voice came over. Leave the dragon's son behind. You can go now. I'm going to order this dragon's child. No one can stop it. I'm staring at that guy. He asked Sujin Lao Su next to him in a low voice. This guy seems a bit strong. Can you beat him? Sujin smiled proudly. You don't even look at who I am. If you want someone to take you away, then what face do I have to meet people? Sujin's figure flashed, disappeared from me in an instant. MEI in a while, from the darkness came the screams of men. Then I saw Sujin with a relaxed smile. Come out of the darkness. The journey behind. Sujing left alone a dozen times. Every time I leave, there will be screams in the dark. He came back twice and got hurt. He didn't say a word to me. But I do. He's going to deal with things that have thoughts about me. Without Sujin's protection, I might not be able to live without the village at all. On the way, I looked at the police officer next to me and asked Loro Su, "Where are we going?" And Sujin only said 3 words to me: Longjiang City. 2 days later, Sujin took me to Longjiang City. Sujin told me that there is a dragon vein under Longjiang City. Cultivate here to absorb the power of the dragon vein. Assist in speeding up the time of monasticism. Sujin took me around Longjiang City. Finally stopped in front of a teacher's yard. I looked at Sujin Lao Su unintentionally. "Are you bringing me to catch ghosts?" "The house in front of you. It looks like something from the last century." Those who didn't know thought this was a haunted house. Sujin didn't know whether to laugh or cry, saying what the hell to catch. "From now on, this is your home. This is your mother's arrangement. Otherwise, you think I picked such a crappy place for you?" "Ah, this place is actually pretty good." I surveyed the house and nodded. Silence took a deep breath. "Look at me incredulously dingling. You a double standard. I just said that I brought you to catch ghosts, I know. Your mother arranged it, and you immediately said it was not bad. I don't know how long this house has been unoccupied. The house was filled with dust. Rats running around." Sujing and Jian pointed to Ling Kong to draw an exorcism suit. Then I took it out. Suddenly, the mice and cockroaches all ran away. Sujin has a conscience. Found a group of housekeepers, cleaned it inside and out. While these people are cleaning, I gave the house a thorough inspection. This bridge immediately noticed some girls. The feng shui pattern here is very wrong. This is when I suddenly thought of Sujing. What you said to me before. I hastened to drag him and ask old Sir Murphy. "The dragon vein in Longjiang City is under this house." Sujing nodded. Then he shook his head again. "Your way is too low. Where can you bear the whole dragon vein? Live under this house. Only a beard of the dragon vein. When will you have enough power? Let's find that whole dragon vein again." I nodded heavily. Even if it's just a dragon beard, it's good enough for me now. Then Sujin rarely became serious. "Tell me Dingling word by word. You will live here from now on. Before you became an earth mage, you cannot reveal your true identity or origin. And you can't tell anyone about your mother. Otherwise, it will bring you a killing fire. And before you achieve the realm law, don't go back to Dingjukan. Otherwise those things will still find you." I nodded and replied Lao Su. "I remember." Sujin suddenly grabbed my left hand. On the palm of my hand is a pattern of a black dragon scale. My mother bit me on her deathbed. This is what happens when the wound heals. This dragon scale seems to have grown into the meat. Can't get it off. Sujin's hand and sword pointed at the painting in the air above my palm. "A charm." Then he said a shadow word. There was a flash of light in his painting. Then it rushed into my palm. Next second, the dragon scale pattern in my palm has disappeared. I was just about to ask him. Sujin seems to know what I want to ask. Say in advance that your strength is not yet enough. I won't say if I ask. Because you are the son of a dragon. So in this life, I can only follow dealing with crook things. Don't even think about being a little security guard. Otherwise, you will encounter a setback. I've already said what I need to say. I'll leave it to you from now on. And this is the urban booby countryside. First, you have to find a way to make money and survive. After saying that, Sujin turned around and walked out. That's when I remembered. I don't have any money on me at all. I hurriedly yelled at Lao Su. "Can you give me some money before leaving?" Sujin directly pretended that he didn't hear me. It was gone. After Su left, I started thinking about making money. I can only do the British side of the job. I'm not famous now. Still, living in this corner, who will take the initiative to invite us? Unexpectedly, on the 3rd day, someone came to the door. I just finished eating that day. A woman's voice sounded outside the door. "Is Dingford home?" I was introduced by Mr. Su. "I have something to ask the soldier mage for help." He's shouting. I grinned. "Su, you still have a conscience. Otherwise, I have to set up a stall under the flyover to tell my fortune." I opened the door. When I saw that woman, my heart was in a wave. This woman is in her 20s. There is also a faint evil energy emanating from the body. I looked at the woman in front of me, frowning. This is obviously a cherry evil. Since you bring a Yingzi, that means this woman, the peach blossom lucky walk, is not a normal person. The men he befriended should all be dead. Such a heavy cherry stain. These are several men dating at the same time. Isn't this obvious nonsense? When I look at a woman, women are also looking at me. He saw me so young, with the look of a fox in his eyes. Hello, Master Ding. My name is Yong Menu. Mr. Su introduced me here. Can you really help me? I didn't answer him. He asked rhetorically. You must have found someone else before coming to me. Did someone cure you? A look of embarrassment flashed across the girl's face. And came into the house with me. Came to the house. Yong Mangyun's eyes closed on me. Look into my eyes. There is also a longing and spring. At this time, the silver dust on him is more important. It's an ordinary man who is looked at by his eyes. Maybe he has already fallen into that gentle village. But his eyes don't attract me. I cleared my shell and said to Miss Yong, tell me about yourself. Yong Mangyun retracted her gaze regretfully. Bow your head, then a sudden flash of cheek. Hongyun Street, Border Barber Island. It's the following. I've been having that dream lately at night. I do it as long as I close my eyes. Tortured by men in dreams. Pain and joy. I've been having this dream for half a month. At first, I didn't notice any difference. Later, I wake up every morning feeling exhausted. I have no energy. Like dying. Only take medicine to maintain strength. People say I'm bleeding. I also went to see the so-called expert. But it didn't work. I look the same. I can't beat it in my heart. You have such a heavy cherry on you. It's weird not to dream. And the dream you think is not necessarily a dream. Every night, the reason is removed. Isn't that tiring? It's life to be alive now. Of course, the words in my heart will not be spoken. Keep watching. He asked if there were any other symptoms. Then Yong Menyan nodded and exposed his lower abdomen. Say, you see, with a crying voice? I've got this weird thing growing on me. I stared at Yong Menyan's abdomen. His pupils constricted. An abscess grew on Yong Menyan's lower abdomen. That abscess was the size of a fist. Dragon sir, as black as ink. The shape is very strange. It looks like an upright eye. It also emits black gas that ordinary people cannot see. That black gas is a mixture of evil and moisture. See this situation? And I was more certain of what I thought was going on. I have identified the source of the problem. Yong Mangyun burst into tears, begging you to save me. I've lost my job looking like this. I'll die if this goes on. I saw him frowning. Stop crying. It's no use crying. Your problems are not complicated. It depends on whether you cooperate. Yong Mangyun was instantly overjoyed. The head is like a chicken. I will definitely cooperate. I'll do whatever you ask me to do. I let Yong Mangyun lie on the bed. Then I took out the glass-up mirror. Looking at Yong Mangyun's stomach. And inside the glass-up mirror is another scene. And I was grinding cinnabar. While asking him, do you want to know what's on your stomach? You are carrying a little devil in your belly. It won't be long. That kid will be completely mature. Then he'll come out of your belly. Yong Mangyun was scared to death. Crying and saying, don't laugh at me. I'm really scared. I can't pray. Do you think I'm that boring? I'm going to knock that ghost out now. It might hurt a little. You have to bear with it. I'm not waiting for Yong Mangyun to respond either. The foreshadowing ran quickly over his belly. The pen walks the dragon and snake quickly draws a ghost-killing talisman. Then I quickly recited the ghost-killing charm silently. Next second, the ghost-killing blessing suddenly bloomed with golden light. Yong Mangyun's belly quickly stirred. It seems that something is drilling in it. His howl of pain. Crazy twisting body. A sharp scream. It came out of his stomach. Stinky mage, you dare to spoil my good deeds. Believe it or not, I killed you. I snorted. Eyes full of disdain. Come if you can. An unborn ghost still wants to threaten me. Do you really think I'm a clay figurine? The screams of the ghost feeders in the stomach are getting louder and louder. The curse he started chatting turned into a prison. Master, please let me go. I can't hurt people anymore. I ignored him, but continued to chant the mantra silently. After about half a stick of incense, the ghost let out a desperate scream. Stinky mage, I won't let you go. I will come for revenge. Then the screams of ghosts stopped abruptly. One share. Black liquid flowed out from under Yong Mangyun. That ghost has been successfully refined by me. After a while, Yong Mangyun opened his eyes. Asked me feebly, has the French ghost been aborted? Am I all right? And I frowned back, and I'm halfway there. That ghost has been refined by me. For other diseases, you can go to the hospital to treat them yourself. You should recover after staying in the hospital for a while. Yong Mangyun walked up to me weakly, eyes full of respect and awe. What's wrong with me? How could I be pregnant with a ghost in my belly? Did I run into a ghost recently? I looked at him and said lightly, didn't you say you've been having that kind of dream lately? Here's why. Yong Mangyun suddenly widened her eyes, looking at me in disbelief. Do you mean to say? All my dreams are real. But the time is not right. How could I have gotten pregnant so quickly? See him like this. I shook my head helplessly. Since he's a ghost, can it compare to a normal fetus? And if I'm not wrong, you must have several boyfriends at the same time, right? Yong Mangyun's eyes dodged. Stumble. I did date a few male friends. Is there a problem with them? I looked at him helplessly. Of course, because they're not human. You did everything you could to get them out tonight. A few people can't be missing one. If you run away, you will die. It's about your life and death. Yong Mangyun did not dare to be careless. He hurriedly took out his mobile phone and contacted them. Yong Mangyun didn't take long. They arranged for the 5 people to meet at different places. You said they were not alive. Then how can they play with mobile phones? Yong Mangyun looked at me with his mobile phone and asked. I didn't pick up the goods for him. He said something. You'll know when you see it tonight. Feng Shui's Wanman Master has a total of 4 realms. From high to low are heaven and earth Xuan Huang. Each realm is further divided into 10 stages. My current realm is the 5th stage of the yellow rank. The fully used by different doors in different realms is also different. My current Dao line can only draw the Imperial Palace. In the evening, I set off with Yong Mangyun. Yong Mangyun's first boyfriend. Meet at a hotel. The restaurant is deep in an old alley. Yong Mangyun is not in the mood to eat. Looking around, waiting for that person to appear. After about 10 minutes, I smell a strong silk. I said in a low voice that he was coming. After a few seconds, Yong Mangyun saw the person he was waiting for. If only in the past, he must have greeted him with a smile. But now how dare he? He squeezed a cry out of his face. Ugly smile. That man in a suit. He looks like he's in his 30s. He's the manager of a real estate company. I'm wearing a video suit. That person can't feel my breath. And when he came, I'm already sitting at another table. Yong Mangyun, according to my previous explanation, took that man out of here. I don't want to make people panic. Gotta find a remote place to shoot again. I quietly followed. In the middle of nowhere, it made me accelerate sharply and came to Yong Mangyun's side. Yong Mangyun hurriedly hid behind me. The man looked at Yong Mangyun puzzled. Z Union, what's wrong with you? Who is he? Yong Mangyun hid behind me and didn't dare to speak. Miss Yong, just open your eyes and see what he is. I took 2 willow leaves from my pocket. A touch in front of Yong Mangyun's eyes. I used willow leaves to temporarily open Yong Mangyun's heavenly eye. This state can stay on him for a short period of time. Yong Mangyun looked up at his boyfriend. And he covered his eyes, screaming hysterically. In his eyes, the gentleman disappeared. In its place is a rotten, a fetid male guard. This sentence man will not let go after death. There is still a trace of Lexus. That's why it's what it is now. It's just that this guy has very low mana. Not even a general. For me, it can be extinguished in between breakups. I took in Kiffer down. The man feels the breath on me. He turned around and wanted to run away. I snorted coldly and wanted to run away when I met me. I took the red rope out of my trouser pocket. Wrap the red rope around your finger. There was a celestial reaction. Then start chanting the cave formula Tiongong Beidou. Kill demons. In a hurry. As my last word fell, I slammed the red rope out of my hand. The soul scale is tied on the red rope. Under the impetus of my mantra, the red rope took the soul scale and turned it into a red light. Quickly chased after the man's corpse. Almost instantly, the red rope gets tangled. Dead man, I pull the other end of the red rope and pull hard. The man's corpse was pulled back by me. Then it hit the ground in front of me. I said coldly. I took a piece of lucky paper and patted it on his forehead. The man let out a shrill scream. Then the body quickly turns into thick water. It disappears completely after a few tens of seconds. I glanced at Yong Menyan. Stride forward. Talk to him as you walk. Don't waste time. Hurry up and go to the next one. The remaining 4 corpses must be destroyed tonight. The following actions went well. All 5 dead bodies have been disposed of before dawn. When parting, Yong Menyan cried and cowed out to me to apologize. Said he would definitely reform in the future. At this moment, I feel there was something inside me. My eyes lit up. This is the power of merit. And when I got home, I took a shower and I was ready for bed. I didn't expect to wake up not long after I fell asleep. Because I had a dream. In my dream, a child crawled into my bed, baring my teeth and grinning eerily at me, just as he was about to rip out my heart. I was awakened. I suddenly felt something. Look down at your chest. When I look at this, my face suddenly changes. I'm wearing white. At this moment, there's a dark palm print on my chest. There is still a strong yin in the handprint. The print is small. You can tell it's a child at a glance. Could it be that what just happened was not a dream? I mumbled to myself. Think quickly in your mind. That thing crawled onto my bed. I didn't notice it at first. If I hadn't woken up suddenly, then I'm going to be ripped out by him. And how did that solidify my innate senses? Some questions filled my mind. I'm chanting an exorcism. Pretty soon, the yin in the palm print was dispelled by me. A brief thought. I've got something on my mind. When I helped Yong Menyan yesterday, I missed something. The ghost in Yong Menyan's belly. Maybe not so simple. That ghost should be someone else. Got it in his stomach? The ghost in Yong Menyan's belly. I have killed. There are 7 other ghosts who came to trouble me just now. Its purpose, just to avenge me for killing that ghost. Pretty brave. Revenge has come to my house. I snorted. There is a killing chicken in the eyes. The kid who came to kill me just now. It should have been raised in a secret method. Otherwise, it is impossible to escape my innate perception. That was a wake-up call. I have to set up my house well. It would be bad if someone smashed it in their sleep. I dialed Yong Menyan on my cell phone. Then asked him where he is now. Yong Menyan said he's now in the hospital. I told him not to run around. I'll go find him later. Yong Menyan heard that I'm still looking for him. I had a heart attack. Ask me what else I have to do with him. I don't have much to say. Just keep him in the hospital and don't run around. Hang up the phone. I took out a dangerous suit. Chant a spell. Throw the lucky paper into the air. Dang too, when the golden light emitted by the paper shines on the floor of the room. Little black footprints appeared on the ground. Looking at the footprints, I snorted. This is obviously a provocation to me. I got dressed and took the guy and went out. I followed the footprints all the way. Out of the yard. Finally, I stopped at a crossroads. Looking at the manhole cover in front of you, I frown. The footprints disappear here. I didn't have the intention to crawl down the drain. The sewers are filthy. It had a great impact on my behavior. And the sewers are all over the place. It's hard to get up. That kid just found a place to hide. It's killing me. This account is not cost-effective in terms of time and cost. And that guy didn't kill me this time. There must be an next time. Let you go for now. I'll get you out soon. So I went home and I fixed up the place. After setting up, I went to the hospital. I have to talk to Yong Menyan again. When I went to the hospital, Yong Menyan just came out of the operating room. The evil power in his body has been completely cleared by me. Ju's other injuries can be cured in the hospital. I waited for about half an hour. The doctor allowed me to enter the ward. At this time, Yong Menyan was lying on the hospital bed, dying. I asked him about it. Yong Menyan said while crying. The doctor said if I came 2 days later, you're dead. Is there anything else the mate wants? He was so guilty of asking me to come to him. I frowned at him. You're not done yet. It's not just those few things that kill you. But you don't have to worry too much. I will definitely handle your matter properly after taking it. Yong Menyan breathed a sigh of relief after hearing it. Mage. Tell me about it. How can I cooperate with you? I pondered for a while. He asked, have you ever had a grudge against anyone? It's the kind with a lot of hatred. Yong Menyan thought for a while. Whisper half a year ago. I had a grudge against a former colleague. We haven't seen each other for half a year. His name is left neighbor. I heard he recently worked for a cosmetics company. I'll ask someone about it. It turned out that half a year ago, this neighbor on the left is about to marry his fiancée. As a result, Yong Mannion intervened. The couple broke up. Later, Yong Mannion found another reason to dump that man. And I was speechless. As the old saying goes, it is better to demolish 10 temples. No regrets about a marriage. This is deep hatred. Soon Yong Mannion found the address of the left neighbor. When leaving, I sent a talisman to Yong Mannion. With this amulet, the kid didn't dare to come to him. I have to go meet the neighbor on the left. See if he did these things. Let Yong Mannion conceive a ghost. Not deep hatred. Can't do it at all. The left neighbor does meet this condition. I found it according to the address given by Yong Mannion. The left neighbor just got off work, chatting and laughing with a few colleagues. I used the eyes of the boy in the dark, searching for him. This woman seems normal at first glance, but under the eyes of my soul boy, soon discovered something different. There are wisps of black gas above his head. His body was shrouded in a layer of ghosts. This woman is very secretive. The ghost in him, it's the same smell as that kid in my house. In Yong Mannion's stomach, the scent of ghost is the same. So it can be proved. These two little devils are from left neighbor. This woman is quite capable. From the smell on his body, there are more than these two little devils in his hands. The neighbors on the left let the kid kill me. He must know me. So I didn't show up. Prepare to wait for the rabbit. Wait until after dark. The left neighbor finally came out of the company alone. I had a look of joy on my face. Hurry up and follow. The neighbor on the left seems to be in a hurry to meet someone. Go fast. Didn't notice I was following him. When I followed to a remote location, I sped up sharply and blocked his path. When my left neighbor sees me appear, his expression became extremely unnatural. He looked at me and asked in a low voice, "Who are you? What do you want to do? Why are you blocking my way?" I looked at him and sneered and said, "Left neighbor, you sent a ghost to kill me. What are you still wearing in front of me? Do you think this is funny?" Left Lin told me to directly expose him, and his face suddenly changed, staring at me resentfully. "You goddamn mage. I didn't expect your dog's nose to be so smart. Found here so soon." I snorted. "Are you going to do it yourself, or do you want me to do it?" The neighbor on the left looked at me resentfully and growled, "Yong Mannion deserved to die. Why would you help such a villain? Has your conscience been eaten by a dog?" My eyelids drooped slightly, said calmly, "I only deal with yin. Don't ask about personal grudges between you. Yong Mannion found me and avenged me. Of course I helped him." Left neighbor roars. The weirdness on the body is even more victorious. "So you were determined to oppose me?" I heard him. "Did you laugh against you? You were not worthy to be my opponent. You sent a kid to kill me. Then you must bear my anger." At this moment, Zuo Ling's hand was suddenly taken out of the bag, roared at me and said that since you want to die, then I will fulfill you. I saw a white bone token in his hand. He saw the white bone token in Zuo Ling's hand. I look a little bit more pale. Bones is evil. He's mainly used to collect ghosts and raise ghosts. He actually has a white bone ghost card in his hand. This surprised me. Zuo Ling's mana, he can't have such evil energy. That's when I realized a problem. There must be someone else behind this left spirit. This thing should have been given to him by the person behind him. Left spirit holding a ghost card. The face showed the color of the true spirit. Do you know what this is? I have several evil spirits in here. As long as I let one out at random, can kill you. What qualifications do you have to fight me? I glanced at the white bone ghost and said coldly, "You think you have a sword? Can evil be invincible? You can let it out and see who is unlucky." Left neighbor binocular Yuan Zheng, chanting a spell, then suddenly waved the white bone ghost card. The next second, a ghost energy floated out of the ghost card. I saw a slacker appear in front of him. And then he gave the order. The male ghost suddenly turned into a stream of light. "Come at me quickly." He opened his mouth and tried to bite my neck, judging from the fluctuations emitted by this male ghost. This is a ghost of the ghostet. Make sure he's just a ghostet. And I was very relieved. It seems that the white bone ghost in the left neighbor, it's not as good as I thought. I backhand, I pull out a thumb, and I hold it in my hand. Then he hit the devil. The thumb hit the male ghost directly. The slacker let out a shrill scream. The body is emitting white smoke. He screamed and tried to escape back to the white bones. I looked at my neighbor with disdain. That's all you got? I am now a yellow rank mage. 5 ordinary ghosts. I don't see it at all. Zuo Ling looked at the male ghost who had no backhand. The face was destroyed. There is only one evil ghost in his white bone ghost card. Now the male ghosts have been beaten to pieces by me. How can he still follow me? I reached out and grabbed the neighbor to the left. Just then a scream sounded. A figure flew towards me quickly. Get out of my way. Don't hurt my mom. I'm looking at what's coming. There was a touch of cold power in his eyes. It was a kid who rushed over. This kid is not the one in my house, but a little girl of 8 or 9 years old. Little girl with 2 braids. In a floral dress. It's kind of cute. It's just that he's very ghostly. She protected Zuo Ling behind her. Anxiously said to Zuo Ling, Mom, hurry up. I'll stop this bad guy. Zuo Ling washed her face. Hastily said, what to this little devil? This bad guy is going to kill Mom. You must stop him. Otherwise you won't have a mother. The girl named Hua heard Zuo Lin's. Why don't you say it? Mom, hurry up. I will try my best to stop him. I will never let him hurt my mother. See this scene? I sighed in my heart. Good mother-child love. Zoran looked at me with a vicious look in her eyes. Then he was ready to run. I turned to Zuo Lin, who was about to turn around. Lost a body shape. He was immediately fixed in place. Can't move. I can't even speak. I looked at this little girl in front of me. Ernest to the little sister. He's not your mother. He has you under his spell. So that you can't reincarnate. He left you in the world. Just to get you to help him do harm. Hua covered her ears and screamed loudly. You shut up. You want to hurt my mother? I will fight with you. And as he was doing that, he came at me. I shook my head. Looking at Hua, who rushed over, he waved his hand violently. A red rope flew out. The red rope tangles the flowers firmly in an instant. Hua fell to the ground and struggled frantically. No longer my opponent. Stop struggling needlessly. I looked at him with cold eyes, unmoved. Suddenly, I sensed something. Looking in the other direction. Another child ran over not far away. It was a little boy of 8 or 9 years old. He's also a kid. I'm familiar with the scent of this kid. He's the one who came to my house and tried to kill me. But don't be fooled by this kid. Although he is a child. But the ghost on him, Che, is much stronger than Wawa. And he also has, shrouded in a layer of rich black gas. Ordinary people can't see this kind of breath. This black gas is all from him. Every time he kills someone, you will be stained with the black gas. The black gas is so strong. You can imagine how many people he killed. No wonder this guy can hoard during the day and avoid my bile. It turned out to be so extraordinary. In contrast, Hua, he was clean. He hasn't had human blood on his hands yet. The kid growled at me, damn stinky mage. How dare you hurt my mother? I'm going to eat you alive. The little devil came slowly towards me with a smile. Look at this kid. I have a killing chicken in my eyes. This thing has killed so many people in the world. He must not be left on earth. He doesn't even have the qualifications to reincarnate. Kid, you think you can beat me? I looked at him coldly and said, you are no match for me. As long as I eat you, my magic will become stronger. He let out a scream, and he jumped at me. A cold light flashed in my eyes. When he jumped in front of me, I slammed a yellow talisman and went out. I congratulate the right track charm. The right track talisman flashes. It was firmly attached to the heart of the little devil's eyebrow. The ghost suppressing talisman is full of the power to heal sheep, kill evil ghosts and evil charms. More than enough to deal with this kid. The little devil let out a shrill scream. Fell directly from the air to the ground. My ghost suppressing talisman suppressed him to death. He could only look at me with resentment. The little devil is not as wild as you in front of me. I looked at him coldly. The kid screamed. Threatened me that if you dare to kill me, my master will never let you go. His magic is boundless. Your family will be killed by my master. I listened to him. I sneered. Are you threatening me? I am a monk. If you are afraid of the threat of a little devil, then what else do I practice? The owner he mentioned should not be a tribesman. It's the evil man behind the left neighbor. I laughed, looking at the kid with disdain. Then make a print with both hands. I read in my heart that I killed ghosts. Tai Shang Laojian taught me to kill ghosts. In my guard's hair, the jade girl collects. Shoot unknown, rush as ordered. Fall downtown with my killing ghost. The ghost house on top of the kid's head was on fire. The golden beacon instantly set his body on fire. The little devil let out a shrill scream. Then the ghost body exploded and turned to ashes. Heaven has the virtue of good life. Cultivators usually don't kill ghosts easily. But this thing has harmed so many people in the world. The heavens get angry. What's more, what about monks? Even if it damages my virtue, I will destroy this guy. I frown. Look at Wawa. He hasn't killed anyone yet. Death by arrest. I took a ghost plate out of my backpack. Right hand and sword fingers. A ghost collection talisman was pasted on the top of the thunder ghost plate. I point the ghost plate at Wawa. King Road John Men open. The door to the earth opens, and the boy sends his soul. I accept the order of the Supreme Emperor in a hurry. As I pack up and fall, a golden light shone out from the middle of the ghost disc. Golden light falls on Wawa. In an instant, Wawa was included in the ghost plate. I closed the frame and looked at the neighbors Zuo Ming and Zuo. What else do you have to say? He has used up all his means. Where is the ability to resist in front of me? The neighbor on the left looked at me with resentment. Said the stinky mage viciously. You have no distinction between good and bad. If you have one, you will kill me. Even if I were a ghost, I wouldn't let you go. I sneered disdainfully. Why would you do that? Murder is too much. Why do you use such as this vicious method to torture Yong Manyan? The neighbor on the left laughed wildly. Yong Manyan yelled bitterly that he had asked for it. He is strong.